Do you feel the pulse?
G&T right back at one more time. Hey, look, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but guess what? We made it to the bowl. We made it to the bowl. Let's get it. Hey, G&T, right back at it one more time for your listening and watching and viewing and commenting pleasures. Hey, but hey, look, before we get into it, let's just say this thing early. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram. Do what you got to do. Hey, we're right here with you. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we need y'all participation in order for all this to work. So, there you go. I gave my spiel for the day, but I'm not in here by myself. Obviously, I'm with my peoples. Bird Gang in the building.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Joel, aka Bird Gang. We here, GNT Sports Talk, as predicted. We going to the Super Bowl. Let's get it.
We're going to the bowl. We're going to the bowl. We're going to the.
Yeah, I got the live up. I'm trying to get everybody to go over. Everybody on my live, go to GNT Sports Talk Live or on IG or YouTube, please. And like Larry just said, like, comment, subscribe, please. Thank you.
Because we're going to the bowl. We go. Okay, I'll stop. We're going to the bowl, baby. Like we predicted.
There was never no doubt, man. Never no doubt.
Yo, family. What's going on, Taya? First lady in the building.
And she stood to the end. She
Yes,
stood
she
to
did.
the end this time.
And even stayed some time longer as well. Like she was enjoying the festivities.
Right.
Kevin Macaroni in the building. What's going on?
Oh, what
homie?
up, Kev?
Oh, Taya added more lyrics to the song. Not we're going to the bowl. We're going to win the bowl.
Okay.
We're going to win the bowl. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We need to make that song. Look, we need to get in contact with JR 215 and see if he can go ahead and try to make that song, make that the theme of the song. We're going to the bowl.
Right. Man, what a week, man. What a week. I got like a little hangover. I ain't gonna lie. Not even from drinking though. I want to be clear because I don't partake in too much drinking these days. But it was just more so just the emotions, not more so just seeing how it played out, how it started and how it finished. It was from beginning to end. It was a movie, man, and it's not over. So unfinished business.
Absolutely. Definitely unfinished business. Hey, yes, actually, this would have been probably a really good episode for you to actually join in, Taya, but it's all right. Kev. One last hunt, fellas. Revenge tour ends next week. Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
sir. 55 burger on those boys, man. Put the 55 burger on those boys.
Put the BG on them. For Brandon Graham. He said, yo, you playing next week, you're going to put 55 and you're going to play in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Yo, that is crazy. That is crazy. No way in the world. No. Okay.
Not even your outlandish predictions had 55 on it. I know where you was going with it.
Family,
Ty would have looked at you like 55, 55, Larry.
Oh
This
man.
is what she would have said to you.
Yep, real quick. Like, Larry, you're stupid. No way in the world they're gonna score no 50. It's gonna be a tight game. I said blowout. I wasn't expecting that though. Straight
But that's the
Straight
thing, though. It
belt to
wasn't
A.
even, but it wasn't a blowout. It wasn't in a blowout. The score looks a little bit a little more, because they were technically in the game into that fourth quarter, and then it started unfolding. Then you was like, oh, all right, there's no way they're coming back. At what mark? That 6 minute mark, like I predicted.
That's 1,000% true.
Yo, I couldn't
1,000%.
believe it. I was like, yo, after that, I went to Ty and Keith. I said, yo, then we say around that 6, 7 minute mark that we will feel comfortable and know, like try to figure out where we're gonna go celebrate.
Facts.
Yeah, but I get the 33 points, but it came at the end though. Like it was like towards the end. Because they were still in it heading into the fourth. They just needed a couple of plays, and then it just got out of hand. I mean, you had the backups and everything.
Exactly. And then Shipley looking like daggone Saquon. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Tez
man.
says, great win, but I can't lie. JD will be a problem for a long time. I definitely agree. I
Absolutely.
definitely agree.
They just got to get some playmakers around them. But, like honestly, like, and I get it was his first touchdown, so he was celebrating and all that when he ran it
Mhm.
in, in the NFC Championship game, but the celebration and all that. And then it was puzzling to me that they didn't go for it again when they settled for the 3 in the first drop.
Facts.
And then one handoff later, and we was up 7-3. So it didn't even matter. But oh man,
I'm still, and I no, we was over at Dimensions for the ones that don't know. We was over at Dimensions one more time for this game, and our normal crew and some were out there with us on that day, and Mr. Know-It-All, Mr. Keith was there, and right after Saquon ran that 60-yard touchdown in, the first touch of the game offensively. As soon as he ran that in, it hit me again. I was like, yo, Saquon Barkley is really an Eagle, bro. I'm still trying to catch up to that. Like Saquon Barkley is a flipping Eagle. And he's doing that for us, man. Yeah, yo, it's still mind blowing to me, bro. It's still mind blowing. Like Saquon Barkley is everything that we needed in 2022. Everything we need in 2022. Because when I look back over that team back then, just a couple years ago, and we thought we had that answer at running back. And as soon as Miles Sanders got that little screen pass just over to him, like a little swing pass, and he fumbled the first time touching the ball, we was always like, yo, Miles is not ready for this, man. Like he's not ready for that time. And now, look, he got Saquon. Still got 26 in the game, but it's a whole new animal. Same number, different animal.
right, man. I'll tell you this, man. If we didn't have him, we wouldn't be where we're at. I
Facts.
mean, everyone's and I get it. Everyone wants to see the passing and all that stuff, which we did. But at the end of the day, man, like it's you got to play to the strengths of your team, and when you dominate in the trenches, the O line, the D line. I mean, that's a recipe for success. You know what I mean? You're controlling the lines and you're controlling the clock. If you want to run it out and kill some time, I mean, it's just we're playing to our strengths, man. And I love. I don't want to even say I love our chances against KC. And we all know who's across the field with Patrick Mahomes and his success.
Right.
And the other coach across the line, which was our coach, is so many things that are like kind of like lining up and unfolding. You got Saquon's birthday, Cooper DeJean's birthday on Super Bowl Sunday. Then ironically, both of their jersey numbers equals 59, which is weird. And yeah,
Yeah.
if you 33-20, yeah, it's weird. So it's so many things that are like just silver lining. You just like looking at all these things like connecting the dots. We got the revenge game last time. You know what I mean? Like we got Jalen outplayed Patrick Mahomes last time in the Super Bowl. They've
Mhm.
been there. Even Nick Sirianni's press conference this week after the game, like during the week on the radio, he just seemed so calm. He was going over the schedule and talking about how different things are and stuff like that.
Right.
And you know, like as far as like leading up to the game, because they got all, you know, the weeks of preparation that they have to be at media days and all that stuff. And we already did that. So I feel like, you know, they already know what they expect from that standpoint. So
Mhm.
like I said, man, I love our chances, man. And you know, hey man, I expect a big game from Saquon. I expect you know, Jalen to be poised and, you know, hold his composure during this game because again, they've been there and he already did it at the highest level. And we almost pulled it off last time. But I mean, we have a way better team than we did last time. And I feel like their team is not that they're not good, because obviously they won a lot this year and they're there,
Right.
but I feel like we're facing a lower caliber KC team than we faced that first go around,
I
and
agree.
we're a lot better. So
I agree.
I love our chances, man. So obviously we still got to play that Patrick Mahomes. I ain't taking nothing away from him. I'm not sleeping on
Nothing.
him, taking anything away from him. But I love our chances, man.
I agree. And yeah, Kev said we ran down their throats without our O line at full strength. And that's another cool thing about what's going on now is that about time we finally go ahead and play our O line, according to reports, is going to be at full strength. So the O line for the Eagles will be at full strength in 2 weeks when the Super Bowl happens. So KC get to go ahead and play this team with the O line, which is considered, if not the best, one of the best in the whole entire league. And I'm sorry, I saw the game. I saw that Buffalo KC game. I went back and watched it again. Uh, Buffalo was running right down their throats. It's almost like they just forgot about running the ball with Cook. I can't explain it. And the major difference between this Eagles team compared to that Buffalo team, we're not going to forget to run the ball at all. We're going to keep on running the ball.
Yeah, I mean, you got Cooks that ran for 13 carries, 85 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He averaged 6.5 yards rushing. His longest rush was 33. Bro, he ain't Saquon.
No,
Buffalo don't have our offensive line. Like, yo, I'm loving our chances, man. And you know, Josh Allen threw for 237, 2 touchdowns against KC. I mean, listen, man, it's gonna be great, man. I'm expecting a back and forth game and all that stuff. I'm not gonna get my play calling lost in the game. Right?
Mhm.
Typical. Yeah.
Execution as well.
Right.
Execution as well. Uh, I mean, some things that could have just been just the KC calls is always going to be on KC's side more than others. I mean, you're going to get those conspiracies all over the daggone place. Like for example, the fake tush push by Josh. I thought that was actually a first down. To be honest with you, but of course they didn't give it to him because it didn't look uh it wasn't 100% clear that was the case. So that's why I didn't give it to him, and I get it. But no, that should have been. I thought that should have been the first down. But regardless, we pose a way better, a way better challenge to KC than any team that they played in this whole entire playoff run.
Man, listen, I'm looking at all the
I agree, Ty. I agree.
breakdowns. So their top receiver was Matt Collins for 73 yards. James Cook catching out the backfield, he also had 49 yards in addition to those 85 rushes. You had Shakir 46 yards, Amari Cooper 33. Like this receiving core here is not what they're going to go up against. You know what I mean? So Matt Collins, I mean, his longest was 34 yards. He was averaging 24 through the air, kept receiving. But I mean, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goddard is man. He's probably like I don't want to say the unsung hero like during this playoffs, but he been coming up with some huge, consistent plays, clutch plays when we needed them. We were at, when we were watching the game, I was like, I looked at you, I said, Larry, this is Goddard all over it for first down
Yeah.
right now. And it just happened. I was like, dude, I was like, it's crazy, y'all. Like you kind of like see from week over week, like I was able to kind of like come up with that conclusion as just far as like calling that play. Cause I'm like, yo, it always seemed like when they're in like a 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 8, like they focusing on AJ Brown and Smith, and somehow,
Mhm.
some way, Goddard always gets that one-on-one matchup and catches it and is going to stiff arm you down the sideline or whatever he's going to do. But he's been making some clutch plays, not any huge games, but been making some great clutch plays for us.
Lil Miriam, I see you on IG.
Yeah, she put the bird gang up there. Already know.
Yeah. All my Instagram crew, I see y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Yeah, it's the one thing that's always been like kind of like you said, like kind of like the hidden thing, but it's always in the forefront, especially in playoffs. Goddard is a baller, and he steps up when he really needs to, and he always been that.
Right.
And just like what Kevin said, what Kevin's saying here, Dallas is the top 10 tight end in the league. He just can't stay healthy. That's 100% truth. But if you notice, every time there's playoff time, somehow or another, he's healthy. he's always dependable. And with all the weapons that we have, with the AJ and Smitty, and look, let's not discount. I mean, our offense is so crazy that we have a first rounder in Dotson that don't get no ticket off. He's out there blocking. He didn't get no catches, no nothing. But he's a first round draft pick. Let's not discount that. No, he's talented. He's just not as talented as all the rest of the boys is on his offense. But when you have an AJ that can go ahead and just take the top off a defense, when you have Smitty that's considered one of the best route runners in the game, and you have a beast like Saquon in the backfield, you have to watch out for all these elements. And then out of nowhere, you see a jet sweep with Dallas Goddard. Yo, Kellen Moore this went in his bag this last week, bro.
That's why they interviewed him down in New Orleans. They said, you might as well just stay here after the Super Bowl or something.
Get comfortable. Get
But
real
yeah,
comfortable.
he actually had 2 carries for 13 yards, which is nothing, but is a nice wrinkle to throw in there. It's
Right.
something to think about. But
Gotta think about it.
he had 7 catches, 85 yards, second leading receiver behind AJ Brown, which had a touchdown. So, but man, he's been making those clutch catches, man, for us.
Once again, it's pick your poison. Pick your poison. Do you want to go ahead and have 8 in the box? So now you have 101s on the outside. You have 1-on-1 against Dallas or Kakatera. Like, pick your poison. Pick your poison. And it's just up to Jalen to just make sure that he sees what he needs to see. Because that touchdown, the very first touch of the offense, that was a Jalen audible. He called that. He saw it, he called it, and it happened. If he's on top of the game like that, that was just like what Kevin is saying here. It said this game was Kellen Moore's best game this year as a play caller. But that was also Jalen's one of his top games as well when it comes to deciphering, when it comes to seeing what he needed to see and then attacking the defense like he needed to. It was a clearly a great game for both Kellen Moore and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, and that's what we're gonna need in the Super Bowl too, man. Because going up against good defense, great, great offensive. I mean, we all should know what Andy Reid does with the offense,
Facts.
and that's the thing too. And I wanted to get into that topic about the coaching and stuff since we were talking about Kellen Moore. As
Hmm.
far as like, man, like I feel like they need to like start making sure that these interviews happen after the Super Bowl for every team
Right.
because it's it you could only it's distractions, but not only that. So we was talking about it at work today. I was like, dude, like the only thing that pisses me off about it. So say obviously like we're going into the bowl. Kellen Moore's being scouted out for a head coaching position, right? But there's already people that already been taken for other jobs, right? So say we lose Kellen Moore after the bowl, there are already coaching candidates that we could have possibly got here as an
Right.
offensive coach to fill in, but we're already kind of like behind the eight ball with that because of the way that that window is where they can interview anybody. They just got to request and go through the proper channels, and I get all that. But it's like, dude, you taking away from you know like all those type players. It's like, yo, if the teams aren't in the playoffs, you can feel free to interview those coaches, but your coaching decisions can't happen until after the Super Bowl concludes. And then in which turn, those two teams that have people in there, if they want to get interviewed at that time, then they can open up that window for them. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
I just think it poses distractions. It messes things up. And then, like two teams that are basically like gonna play for the Super Bowl now, like obviously they're keeping the main thing in front of them, which is the Super Bowl. But in back of their minds, you got potentially Jalen losing his offensive coach again. You know what I mean? And then we're
Right.
back to the same problem.
I agree. I agree. And that was my biggest concern. And I was kind of happy at one time when I thought that he was possibly going to go to Dallas. And when they went ahead and picked Mr. Marty, I was like, all right, well that's good for us Eagles. Like, all right, that means Kellen's going to stick around, and you don't have to worry about Jalen having another offensive coordinator that he has to go ahead and figure stuff out with. But and all of a sudden, here comes New Orleans. Pause. They can't pick out anybody else that they had. Whatever. Uh, but yeah, I definitely agree. And yeah, we definitely saw that with Cannon, Kev. Ty, the only thing I can say is that Kellen wants to win the Super Bowl too.
Yeah,
Facts.
right.
I think he will not be distracted. I agree. Uh,
Absolutely not.
there's a difference between Kellen and Gannon. Like you could just kind of just tell, just in looking at them or just hearing their interviews, there is a difference between the two personalities. And uh I could see Kellen just wanting he this is the look, this is the closest that a lot of these people on this staff for the Eagles, as well as players, has ever gotten to coming even close to being a champion ever in life. And Kellen, from someone that was a cowboy, coached the Cowboys, went to the Chargers, and now here, this is the closest he's ever been to a championship in his professional career. And I really see him not wanting to hurt his chances. So I agree with you, Ty.
Right. And the only thing I would say too, man, I mean, like I will be very careful. Like, and I'm not trying to diminish anything that he's done and accomplished here, but like if I'm one of these teams that's seriously considering him, like he had some success in Dallas. Then you could say he took a step back over in with the Chargers, but I mean, here, man, you're gonna have to look at the talent that he has to work with. I mean, I'm not saying anybody could do what he just did this year, but I mean, you got Saquon, you got AJ, you got Devontae, you got Goddard, and obviously Hurts, and then all that's a solid team. Like when you go to someone like, say, he does go to New Orleans. I mean, I don't even think Kamara's under contract, right? He's a free agent, I believe, this year. Kamara,
He may be, yeah,
I
yeah, I
believe
think
he is.
so. I could double check.
Yeah, so but like you look at their team and the way it's constructed, like yeah, you got your offensive philosophy and stuff like that, but you have nowhere near the talent that you have to work with here in Philly. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where I think a lot of people need to make sure, like when they're doing these interviews too, like it's not like he's doing this with, like a Coach Tomlin, like we talked about. He always seems to figure out how to do more with less. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's not the case here. Like, you know what I mean? He does have some very, very, very talented players on his team, and he's able to, coach them up, and he's dealing with some high caliber players. So, you know what I mean? It'd be interesting to see how it translates into New Orleans if he does get that position.
Right. Kev said he's going to a bad situation with a team that needs to rebuild. Plus, they have no money to spend, and they're over the cap. Good luck with him if he goes. I agree.
Right.
I mean, it's not going to be easy sledding at all. And I mean, one of the key to anybody that wants to leave, especially go to a situation like that, you don't just want to go to a situation like that. You want to go to a situation like that, sustain yourself, and be a staple. You want to be a Tomlin. You know what I mean? You want to go ahead and be a Belichick. You want to go ahead and be a Pete Carroll when he was with Seattle. You want to be a staple there. And with the team that he has there, can you trust can you trust Carr?
I mean, they
What
don't even
wide
know who the
receivers do they have?
quarterback is. Taysom Hill, Carr, whatever. Like, I
Right.
mean, it's a whole weird situation over there. But I mean, look, money talks. I mean, obviously he's gonna get a significant pay raise and the position, so obviously he'll take it. But I mean, I'm just saying from the New Orleans standpoint, hey, you're not doing what you did here that you did in Philly. But I mean,
Right.
you got to get those players in there.
Kev, have a great night, man. I appreciate your participation, brother. Have a
All
good
right,
one. Holla.
Kev.
Tyus says he needed to do what McCarthy's doing. Wait until 2026 season for better opportunities. Yes, yes, yes. Just because the opportunity is there doesn't mean he has to take it. Said not every opportunity is a good opportunity and is an opportunity worthy of you having. I mean, how much more would he be wanted as a coach if, for example, he do what we want him to do, which is win the championship this year, and then have another successful offensive season like he had this year, next year. Like he will he will be the most wanted coach like in
Right.
2026.
It's gonna be a little more difficult next year, though.
A
But
little
let's
bit.
talk about this year.
Yeah, that's yeah, let's
Man,
not
that schedule.
Ooh.
Ooh. So
The
he
schedule's
might he
crazy this
might be
year,
thinking
bro.
strike while the iron's hot. That's all I'm saying. He
He
might like,
may
whoa,
be, but yeah,
wait a
yeah,
minute. We
yeah, 'cause that
playing
schedule is
a lot of people.
so according to this, Alvin Kamara signed a 2-year extension back in October
This year.
2024. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because he was
So
holding out. He was one of the holdouts, and they
right.
did extend him. Right,
Yeah. So they extended them for 2 years. Nothing crazy though. So I mean, 2-year season, that means that next year is his last season.
right.
So there's no stability with none of the offensive players.
Yeah, that's their only playmaker. They got the one. What's their receiver? Shaheed.
Yes.
Yeah, he's nice, but
That's I
I
mean,
don't.
if there was a team, if I was Kellen Moore that I would have kind of went after, that probably would have been Chicago
Yep.
with all the weapons on that squad. Offensively, like literally have almost everything that you can possibly would want. Uh, with the idea of having a young quarterback that you can possibly mold to the player that you want him to be. But I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm hoping he stays at least one more year.
Me too. Me too. So speaking of quarterbacks and ones that like a crazy job this year. Much respect to JD5, man. You know, the gotta respect what that young man was able to do, carry the team on his back. Uh and to be honest with you, in this last game, uh if there was any kind of fear that anybody had, Eagles versus Washington, it was all because of him. It was all because of the poise and and just the winning mentality that that young man has. So that's the one thing I definitely want to go ahead and do is give him his flowers right now because JD5 is he's somebody we really got to deal with in the future. Yeah, he's a great player.
Right. Yeah, and I think the team is in a position to one attract great free agents that'll be testing the market.
Hmm.
I mean, you already had reports of maybe T. Higgins, uh, freaking what you call Tyreek Hill. I mean, they definitely going to be a problem, from here on out. But I mean, we keep talking about playmakers, quarterbacks, and all that. But listen, that O line ain't right, or the defensive line ain't right.
Hmm.
Like it don't even matter. Like you definitely got to win that game in the trenches, man. On both sides. And if you don't have that, like I don't care who's back there. It's only going to work until the playoffs when you run into a team like the Eagles that can match you up or be better than you, on those three phases of the game. You got, offense, defense, and special teams. And you run into a team like that, you see what happens. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
they definitely need some playmakers because I mean, like I said before, like McLaurin's nice, but it kind of stops there. You know, Ertz was serviceable this year. I don't know
Yes.
how much, you know, tread he still has on those tires, but you know what I mean? Like it's definitely gonna be some upgrades. And I I I used to like their running back, but I don't
Yeah.
know if it's a O line issue or anything. The guy Robinson, because Eckler like
Hmm.
fell off the face of the earth last
Yeah.
2 seasons, but you know what I mean? Like I think they really do need to figure out a situation for that running back issue. But think they get another top flight receiver and get a better back that's a playmaker. Maybe upgrade something in the tight end and focus on that defense, man. 'Cause they traded for Lattimore, ironically from he was at what New Orleans.
New Orleans. Hmm.
Yeah, but I don't think, he really did anything, you know, to make any noise, put it that way. I'm
Yep.
looking at the team right now. Seeing if anybody looks.
Yo, so just real quick, just looking at the no, the free agent wide receivers, because I think that's what he need. No, like really get it started. Wide receiver will work wonders over there. And you're right. T. Higgins is the number one free agent wide receiver out there that could be available. You got Chris Godwin, Amari Cooper. The one that kind of caught my attention was Stephon Diggs.
I'll see him going to Dallas. If
Do
somehow,
you?
some way, they just so he can play with his brother, but his brother's like hurt. So I don't know. I know he has like a year recovery, so I don't know if they're gonna try to do that whole thing. But I could see him going there. But honestly, you don't think I'm crazy. If I had to pick any of these receivers that you just mentioned, let me pull them up again, just to make sure. I mean, out of the ones that you just mentioned, I would want Chris Godwin because he's a savvy veteran.
Hmm.
He'll fit right in with Terry McLaurin, and he's sure-handed, bro. Like he's definitely catching the ball. You put it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think that would be the best one, honestly.
Also like Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown, yeah. I'm
I
looking
can
here.
I can see Hollywood making some noise over there because he don't have to be in number one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, didn't
So
he just get to the Cardinals though?
yeah, so we with KC,
Oh no, yeah, then he went with KC, right?
yeah, he got traded to KC. So uh so he's a free agent now. So like I said, that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. But they just have to just build that squad. Now, granted, for them to be on the level where we at right now, there's a lot of moving parts in order for the Eagles to be where they're at right now. So, you know, they have to have a whole lot of moving parts in order for them to be competitive and to be able to go ahead and compete uh the way we just seen this past week. So, but mad respect to JD5. The hardest part is having a good quarterback. They definitely have that. Uh Now kind of switching over to the KC and Buffalo. Uh I really think that they're going to give this MVP to Josh Allen. I really do. Uh but man, he cannot get past Mahomes, bro.
Hey, just to circle back, if to this free agency, if he's healthy and somehow Washington can get this guy, Nick Chubb,
Ooh.
that would be crazy. Somehow they get
Ooh.
like Godwin and Nick Chubb. I just saw that pop up. I'm like, whoa.
Yo, for the first time in a long time this off season, we don't need to look for a running back.
Yeah, man.
Dude, we've been plotting on running backs almost every year for like 10, 15 years. At least I have. Anyway,
Man,
uh
I would, man, they better look into that. They could probably get him cheap too.
God, they get Nick Chubb. That's crazy. That'd be crazy. Uh Now I saw a stat or I saw a statement that was like mad crazy. This year would make the second time that Carson Wentz would be on the bench with his backup quarterback starting in the Super Bowl. I was like, whoa. I forgot he was with KC.
Right.
Okay. I had to give that one. That one was just funny to me. Anyway, uh any surprises to you and looking back against that Buffalo versus KC game?
Oh man. I wasn't surprised, man. Because I mean, we mentioned it last week when we were saying the man, if Josh Allen loses, he's he's the white Lamar Jackson. But man, that dude's probably having nightmares about Patrick Mahomes, man. Getting I just don't get it, man. See, the thing is too, man, like the one thing that I would say that I think a lot of people probably don't even realize, like Sean McDermott was a disciple of Andy Reid, and he knows how he operates and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So he knows his
Mhm.
tendencies. So you have that, and then like he's just dude, he's a machine, man. I mean, I wish that was one thing that I wish that we could have won the Super Bowl with Andy Reid because he did a
Mhm.
lot for this organization. And don't be fooled. Like I think freaking Howie learned a lot from him.
Yeah.
throughout those years, and because he wasn't a football guy, he was a numbers guy, and I think that's where he got a lot of his stuff from. And then he took that seat back when Chip Kelly came here and all that stuff. But I think he really like locked in and kept in contact and stuff like that with him. But that's where I think he got his football player IQ and what to look for and all that stuff, and been putting together lately a good string of draft picks. With acquiring these players and stuff like that. But like again, I mean, when you're going up against your old coach, you know, with Sean McDermott, and like he knows how you work and operate. I think it's something that a lot of people don't look into, and he knows his tendencies and stuff like that. I mean, he had him calling defensive plays here when he was here, so
Right.
he knows kind of like, I don't want to say knows what to kind of expect, but he has a pretty good idea.
Andy Reid's Andy Reid. I mean, like most of the coaching tree that's out here right now all came from Andy Reid's coaching tree. So at least all the winning coaches lately has all come from Andy Reid's coaching tree. So he's the absolute man. I mean, he's the man. And you have to outsmart this man. And uh talent has to surpass his wit. And we have a talented team. So it's going to be interesting, this battle, especially this battle with Kellen Moore and Spags. That's going to be the one that I really want to see too. That's going to be interesting. What is that championship defensive coach? How is he going to attack this offense that no one in the league was able to go ahead and really tame? So that's going to be interesting to actually go ahead and see. Real quick, I just want to shout out to my folks over on IG. Jamar, I see you. Dimples, I see you. Perfectly Flawed, I see you. D-Boy, Lil Mariam.
Yeah.
See, Raising Axe, I see you as well. I'm going to stop at the first part of that. I don't want to mess up nothing. I do see all my peoples on IG. How y'all folks doing? It's good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. See, boom, boom, boom. Anything else I'm missing out before I go ahead and continue on? Yeah, I think I caught up with everything. All right, very good, very good, very good. All right, so look, it's a little too soon to go ahead and give predictions. And
We'll save that for next week.
yeah, we definitely want to go ahead and get into that next week. Definitely get into that next week. But I will ask this: these awards are going to come up this upcoming week. So now it's going to be the defensive player of the year, offensive player of the year, coach of the year, MVP, offensive player of the year, rookie defensive and rookie offensive, coach of the year, blah 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 blah. Do you have any predictions when it comes to the awards for this year?
I mean, we could go one by one, but I mean, I'm hoping Zach Vaughn actually gets the Defensive Player of the Year, which that one's going to be a little tough.
Mm-hmm.
I think, man, for whatever reason, I think Saquon's not going to get the MVP.
He's not.
He's probably going to get the Offensive Player of the Year, and
Facts.
which is crazy because he didn't play the one game, and he's on the verge of breaking the all-time rushing record held by Terrell Davis. Like,
Yeah.
so it's like, dude, like, what does this man have to do? Like, I mean, like, he has to do a backwards flip after he does that and a cartwheel, and then like I don't know. Like, I mean, like I'm hoping that they just do the right thing and give it to him, man. Because like although like we were just going over it last week, man, and not for nothing, man, but Jalen Hurts was never mentioned in the MVP conversation. We went
Right.
over his numbers compared to Josh Allen. Josh Allen somehow is always mentioned, in the MVP. The same thing with Lamar. But it's like, yo, like we were all talking about it. I want to say maybe I don't know, like 5, 6 episodes ago when we did the podcast. If you ask 10 people who's the best quarterback, you won't get people that say, or this year. You could even say this year. You're gonna have a disparity of some people saying Josh Allen, some people saying Lamar, some people
Mhm.
saying Patrick Mahomes, and you'll probably have somebody else say a different quarterback, right? But if you ask everybody, those same 10 people, who's the best running back? Every single one of them, unless they're a Giants fan, they're gonna say Saquon Barkley. And
Mhm.
that's to me is like, bro, like it's hands down, he's the best player in his position. And you could argue the best player in the league right now, and clearly the most valuable player in our team, on our team, and we would not be in the position we're in if it wasn't because of him. So to me, it's like I get it's a quarterback award and all that, but come on, bro. Like it's like as good as Derrick Henry is, and he's not that far behind. If you ask someone who's the best running back in the league, even the best Derrick Henry fan that there is out there, maybe even his significant other would be like, "Yeah, Saquon's better than you." Sorry, babe, he's better than you. Like, I mean, it's that simple to me that that's how they should be voting.
Absolutely. I definitely agree. Uh Brooker Hitchens. Thank you for following us on IG and welcome aboard. Appreciate you joining the show right there on IG. I do see you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we got a couple more minutes left, Joe.
Yeah, man.
Last one of the last subjects I want to kind of get into. Oh, and I definitely agree. Before I go ahead and jump into the next thing, let me go ahead and give my opinion. I for some reason I think Mr. Bond is going to get overlooked when it comes to defensive player of the year. I think it's just going to happen. Uh, I think it's going to be amazing that they're going to go ahead and probably pick my man from the Rams to be offensive defensive player of the year, uh, rookie defensive player of the year, uh, over two of of our of our rookies. I have a feeling that Verse is going to go ahead and probably beat them both, but you have to go ahead and put our defensive coordinator as no as assistant coach of the year. What he was able to do with this Eagles defense, is the from the very bottom to being the number one defense in the whole league. Yeah, he deserved that award. And like you said, Saquon deserves to be MVP, but you cannot deny the fact that he was the number one offensive player of the year. So,
Right.
which, in my opinion, does not make sense. If he's the number one player of the year, offensive player of the year, and the quarterback is the one's going to be the MVP, but he's the number one player of the year. Look at this guy.
Yo, man, one hell of a night, man. One hell of a fucking night. It ain't even over yet. But listen, man, I just wanted to hop on here, man, and say what's going on GNT Sports World. I know I haven't missed, everything with these guys talking about, man. Like I said on my post or on my note, earlier this week, on my page, man. Salute to y'all dudes, making the game, obviously, I know y'all dudes is hype. I missed the last two, events at at Dimensions, man. I know y'all was tearing the house down and all this and that, man. So obviously, like I said, salute to y'all, man. And the reason I came on here, like I said, crazy night, man. Car issues, man. You know what I mean? I'll be back at it tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to get on here. Obviously say what's up to y'all. What's going on, GNT Sports World? What's going on with y'all, man? I hope everybody, good, you know what I'm saying? I'm safe, I'm good, you know what I'm saying? A little car debacle, you know what I'm saying? But I'll be all right, though. But what I wanted to get on here tonight, because I said on my story that, to tap in, to tune in, because I had something to say, you know what I'm saying? And what that is that I don't know if I can no longer root for the Dallas Cowboys, man. And it ain't got nothing to do with obviously like the success of y'all or anything like that, man. But it's just like being in a toxic relationship, man, and things ain't getting right. It's like getting cheated on, you know what I'm saying, all the time, and they just won't do right, man. Jerry Jones is a complete idiot, man. He's a complete fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be stupid to keep rooting for this dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way he's just, running his team, man. Might take a hiatus, you know what I'm saying, next year as far as on football, man. But I can't do it no more. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? This team has been cursed, black cloud over him, just won't be removed, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how I could do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a, relieve this stress, you know what I'm saying, of every football, season, like just hoping, you know what I'm saying? But the fearless leader, man, until he's 6 feet under, man, I don't know what the set of that team going to be, man. So, like I said, man, shouts out to y'all, man. I'll be at the Super Bowl party, you know what I'm saying, at Dimensions, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be there. So, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all obviously, continue to follow us and get the information on that, man. But y'all can't do it no more, man. You know what I mean? I even got it tattooed on my body, man. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm locked in forever, you know what I'm saying, as far as that goes, man. But yeah, man, I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Sheesh. I'm speechless, bro. Man.
Wow.
Yeah, there's definitely a clip that's gonna go viral. You know what I'm saying? People probably think I'm bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you just mad. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I've been mad the last 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's just over, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking to a few people, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I told my man James. I see y'all know James. You know what I'm saying? I told my man Edrin. You know what I mean? From Texas. You know what I'm saying? About what my man Zach. You know what I mean? My man Zach, a Cowboys fan, man. I just said I can't do it no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all say, nah, I'll see you next season. I'm like, all right. This was the first year since like 2016, 2017 that I ain't go to Dallas. I ain't spend no money. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
right.
I boycotted. You know what I'm saying? I boycotted, you know what I'm saying, that. I was just, angry with obviously the no off-season moves that we did, you know what I'm saying, going last season, you know what I'm saying, going into this season. And then, the coach hiring, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he overpaid Dak. Obviously, we all agreed to that. He overpaid Dak, but then he just waited too long to overpay him. Like, that just didn't make any sense to me. Like, you should have been got in front of the contract, you know what I'm saying, and Ben gave him the contract. Same thing with CeeDee Lamb. You give him the money that he kind of asked for, but you made him miss training camp. That didn't make any sense. And now the next one, who he's going to do it to, is Mike
Micah.
Parsons. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see him letting him go, but when are you going to get this guy a deal? You know what I'm saying? Like, you already know he's due for one, you know what I mean, coming up. You pay like you weigh. The Bulls are great talent, so it ain't like you going to be, what you negotiating? You know what I'm saying? Secure that man's future, you know what I'm saying? Have his family set for the rest of their lives and keep it moving. But businessman, I don't know what's going on with him business-wise. Then you go out and you sign this boy Schottenheimer as if he was a sought-after coach that everybody was knocking down his door to get him in there. You made this deal. You didn't even get Kellen Moore a second interview. Like, at least a second interview. Like, and you're familiar with that guy. That's somebody who worked with you already. So it ain't like he was unfamiliar territory or you bring him in, he don't know the Dallas Cowboy culture way. But then you like, nah, I'm gonna get shotty. That's all the control that dude just cannot let go. Like, it's just, I don't get it. You know what I mean? He just can't let go. Even if you wanted to just maybe step back and maybe let's let the season. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna hire a general manager. I'm gonna hire some people to go ahead and do the job. You know what I'm saying? I can't say they do worse, but you know what I'm saying? Like, at least it'll be somebody in position, you know what I'm saying, where he can make the decision like, all right, you know what I mean? Damn, it's cool if I don't get all the credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just been seemed like it's just been cursed ever since the Jimmy Johnson thing. You know what I mean? Ever since he let him go, and he wanted to be in front of that. He wanted to be the successor because they was just giving all the credit to Jimmy Johnson. I guess he was vowed to himself, oh, this is never going to happen again. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else is ever going to get, the claim of success. It's going to be all me. But, and I mean, I've seen a lot of people, went back off of their season tickets. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that ain't renewed, the season tickets for that. People that, saying they boycotting, buying merch, you know what I mean? All that, you know what I'm saying? And I was going, tonight, I don't know, man. Tonight is just crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, what I'm going through, man, and what I wanted to do, what I planned on doing, you know what I mean? Obviously, to shock the world, on top of what I'm, saying right now, is I was going to burn my Dak jersey, you know what I'm saying? Like, on camera, you know what I'm saying? Like how Skip did, you know what I'm saying, when he threw the joint in the trash, but I was going to flame it, you know what I'm saying? But obviously, they must say, the world ain't want me to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Papa to be ain't want me to do that. You know, I might have blew the house up. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm out here doing this now, man. But like I said, bro, Ty, you I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. You know what I'm saying? When you go through breakups and stuff, people go to the gym, you know what I mean? They start to eat right, get their body right, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go and I'm about to do an Aaron Rodgers, you know what I'm saying? Go to a dark, secluded place and you know what I'm saying, and just think about it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's all I got. I'm freezing my ass off out here, man. I'm about to get in the crib, you know what I'm saying? Take a shower, man. But like I said, I wanted to get on there and say that my fandom for the Dallas Cowboys have left. It's not in the heart no more, man. I can't do it. Can't do it,
Wow.
man. But I mean,
Dang.
salute, like I said, man, salute y'all. Oh, and I also what I wanted to say, man, too, is that they better give Saquon Barkley the MVP, bro. They better give it to him, man. They can't keep
I
making
was
this a
just saying
quarterback.
that. I was just
No,
saying.
they cannot. They cannot keep making that a quarterback like award. Clearly, I'm saying not even in the haters' eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like clearly, that boy is the difference. You know what I'm saying? Been the difference. It's like every time he touched the fucking ball in the playoffs, this boy's just taking it to the house, setting the bar right from the beginning of the game, and it just trickles down to the rest of the team from the defense. And y'all the first team in history to make the Super Bowl without turning the rock over at all, like one single turnover. You know what I'm saying? And committing 10 of them. So that's obviously the recipe to victory. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Saquon made 2 stacks, but the ninth running back to ever do that, you know what I'm saying, in NFL history. That dude clearly is the MVP of the league, man. Like, don't give it to fucking Josh Allen. Don't give it to fucking Lamar Jackson. Like, these dudes they come up short. They can't beat Mahomes. If anybody want to fucking give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude just owns them. Always takes down their pants and smack their ass. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, Saquon for MVP, bro. You know what I'm saying? He definitely deserves it. I'm out of here, man. GNT Sports Spark. Let's get it.
Yeah. That was crazy. I can't believe it. I could believe it, but I can't believe it coming from him. Jeez.
Wow. That was change the word worthy. And I mean, look, IG was going crazy.
Crazy right now. I'm looking at it. I got it up on my phone right now. I'm like, damn, everyone wants to know like what's going on, but
Yep.
shit.
Yo,
Yo, but
BDH is
that's the
funny. You
thing,
know, be
man.
like Cowboys fan needs a hug. Bad.
Yeah. Yo.
Yeah, I'm sorry, yo. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, man. That's wild.
That's,
I just man, I was like a little tired. Now I'm up. Like he got me up. I'm like, bro, I've been having long
what?
mornings, man. I'll be at the gym early and shit. But man, damn. Shit, I gotta check on
Wow.
my bro. I gotta check on Tom, bro.
Yeah. Man, like he go from
Oh
car
man.
problems to denouncing his team. I mean, we really got worried about my man.
I gotta do a wellness check on Tony. Holy
Yo,
shit, bro. That was
I
crazy,
said
bro.
y'all faces. He started saying he was like,
Yo, man, that was wild, bro. I mean, I could understand though, because I mean, yo, dude, can you imagine that shit happening here in Philly?
no,
Like
I can't.
this drought that they've been having and all that stuff, and Jared Flory having those type of same characteristics that he has. I mean, it's you can understand, but see, the problem is this is the problem. They keep selling merch. They keep having people buy them tickets, and they keep, you know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, if that happened here in Philly, Philly will not go to them games. It will be just like a LA Rams game where whatever
Yep,
team they're playing takes over the
we just
stadium.
take over.
That's
Mhm.
what needs to start happening for if you a real Cowboys fan, you want to see change. Stop buying their shit. Stop going to these games. Stop supporting them, and just any chance you get, take a shot at them. If you really want a change to happen. Case in point, what just happened here with Tone. I mean, that's wild, bro. It's just, man, I don't know, bro. That's wild as
Yep.
shit, bro.
Lil
30-year
Marion,
bid affects you. Yeah,
Lil Marion was
somebody put
saying
that on
what?
IG. 30 bid affects you. 30-year bid affects you on IG.
I said, BDH 59 is funny.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. We gotta find out who that is.
That's okay.
Oh
I don't
shit.
care what it is. I'm a fan now. Yo,
Yeah.
funny. Lady Leo
Sheesh.
basically saying, turn that man to Eagles fan. Lil Miriam
Uh,
said, first off, it's nice to see you, Lil Miriam. And it's nice to meet you finally this past Sunday. It was awesome being able to watch the game with you.
you
Said I
didn't
think
meet
he's
little
going to.
Miriam?
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
I
That's
did.
my cousin.
Yes. Was you
You
cousin at
met
the game?
you met my other cousins.
She wasn't at the game.
No,
She wasn't at Dimensions.
she's in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Trust me, I wouldn't know if my cousin was there.
I sure hope so. You're right. I'm sorry. Forgive
I'll
me.
introduce you to her. She's supposed to come to the game one of these
Oh,
days.
there we go. Okay,
One of these
maybe
days.
it's I'm speaking things into existence in the future. Chris, one I mentioned. Forgive me. All right, but basically, she said that he's going to convert to an Eagles fan. Now that I do not think is going to happen. And knowing Tone,
He might
I
be a
don't think it's going
Commanders
to happen.
fan, if anything.
Don't let that happen.
You're like, yeah, I'm picking this team right here.
Said, damn, where do y'all go from there? That's a really good question, Taya.
What do you mean? Like, we still do what it do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We just don't have
Yeah,
to deal
absolutely.
with that annoying shit. I just
Yeah.
hate when Cowboy fans really try to make it seem like they're relevant. And when we got all those Super Bowls, y'all just got the one. Let us win this one. Y'all just got the two. Like, come on, bro. Like
Family.
that.
If
Last time, that's when we was going back and forth, and I'm like, bro, like y'all haven't been relevant for almost 30 years, right? And he's like, yeah, but we won X amount, whatever it is. Then he goes, yeah, but y'all ain't win it all. Y'all made it into a lot of championships. I'm like, bro, but it just has to be painful. Like, I mean, like, yeah, we did. We won the Super Bowl once, but we've been competitive. We've been to NFC championships. We've been to a few Super Bowls. Like it keeps you engaged and it keeps you like hoping that you end up winning. But to be there for 30 years, like, bro, my oldest son, he's 27, bro. He hasn't seen Dallas win nothing. Like, oh man.
oh man.
Micah
Ty said,
Irvin, a
that.
broken man.
Ty said, you mean that after his announcement? No, I have one more subject to go ahead and bring up. One more subject, but I was not expecting Tone to go ahead and pull up with that announcement, Pauls. Especially the way that he did with so much vigor. You could tell that was burning, was burning his soul for like 2 weeks.
You know why? Because I think the Eagles' success been adding to it. Like,
yeah.
And then, oh man, go Birds. No, hell to the no, hell to the
No.
no. Please delete that comment. No, no, Kendall, you my guy and all, but you cannot root for us, bro. Please pick the Kansas City Chiefs. Because every time we've been picking, we've been belt to ass with them. Like, no. Kendall, no, I appreciate you.
Well, all of a sudden, go Birds. That don't even sound right coming, like typing from your fingers,
He's trying to switch it up. He's like, I've been going against them the whole time. Maybe if I go with them, they'll lose, and then I get to clown them and stuff like
Stay on that side, bro. Enjoy the view. Stay on that side.
Oh, man.
Where's Isaiah at? Where's Isaiah at?
What is episode 70, 76? So 75 more episodes? Was that episode 140 something? 150?
Like, yeah, where's Isaiah at? Where's the ketchup and mustard fans at? Like, where they go? Like where are they at? I mean, it's bad enough we got the Vikings.
They dispersed. They're probably still all at the Hard Rock takeover that they did.
Stand next to the daggone Rocky statue and put more stuff on them again, you idiots. People never learn.
Oh my
Never
god.
learn. And yeah, Vikings fans, stay on the Viking side, Kendall.
Kendall,
Purple and
man.
yellow.
It
Stay
was
over there, bro. Like go birds. They don't even sound right, even coming from like reading that with your name right above it. Anyway. All right. Last question for you. Is Eric Allen going to make it into the Hall of Fame?
I gotta see
Now,
who's up there, man.
okay,
I
so
gotta see who's up there.
Taya, facts. No more room for any more Fugazi wannabe bandwagon fans. So Kendall, Skull,
Right.
Cocoon, Skull, DR, Skull. Anyway, Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Willie Anderson.
Really? Jari Evans? Frankfurt High School pioneer. Holy crap. Damn. Okay, yeah.
Here come the big names. Antonio Gates, Torrey Holt, Luke Kuechly. Biggest name, Eli Manning, Steve Smith Sr., Terrell Suggs, Fred Taylor, Adam Vinatieri, Reggie Wayne, Darren Woodson,
Mhm.
and Marshall Yanda. I don't remember Marshall.
I'll remember him. He's a guard. What you call?
Well, the
Dude,
Ravens.
honestly, man, I can't even say that. I ain't even gonna say it out loud.
Yeah, facts, Tone. We know. So y'all know who's trying to recruit me. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know.
Oh man.
So
Yo, everybody wants to know. That's for damn sure. IG was popping.
yo, real talk, Tone.
They're
Real
like, yo, what is he a friend of? He said he became a soccer fan. Football.
Football is life.
Oh man.
Oh, tired of bringing up stuff from the past. I know where you wore green that day, Tone.
He's trying. Yeah.
Uh,
There's a lot of good names on here, man. I mean,
it is.
definitely, Eli Manning's getting in. I would say Adam Vinatieri for a
Yep.
kicker, like he was phenomenal. He's definitely getting
Absolutely.
in. Torrey Holt. Who else? Luke
Okay.
Kuechly.
Here's the question: Were you going to pick Torrey Holt or Reggie Wayne?
Nah, Torrey Holt, bro.
Really?
I would take Torrey Holt.
Okay.
You gotta remember, man, that team had Isaac Bruce too. Even though they had Marvin Harrison
Mm-hmm.
with the Colts, but I don't know, Torrey Holt was different, bro.
Reggie Wayne was different too, though, bro.
Yeah, they both good.
I mean, granted, that's the reason why they
both
won
of
this
them
list.
getting. Yeah.
Now I don't remember. Is this Antonio Gates' first opportunity to get in the hall?
I'm not sure, but he definitely trendsetter for the tight ends. He was the. I mean, him, Tony Gonzalez, like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
I feel like he should get in.
I agree.
This is a great list, man. This is a great list to pick from.
It really, really is.
Bro, and Eric Allen, and I hate to say it, man, but Darren Woodson was a problem too, man.
Yeah, but like this may be Eric Allen's year to finally get in because he's been on this list
Hopefully
for every single year, but making it this far to be a finalist this is the first time he made to be a finalist. This just may be his year. It may be just their way of pushing him officially in because he deserves to be a Hall of Famer. And I'm hoping the success of the Eagles this year, just like it was a little, it was a little bit of an extra push to get Dawkins when we went in in 2017 18 Super Bowl. I'm hoping that'll be the push that's needed for Eric. But man, there's some great names that's on this list when it comes to these finalists. I mean, Jared Allen was a
I hate
monster
these
too,
lists,
bro.
by the way. I hate these lists. Just reminds me how old I'm getting.
Facts.
I'm like, damn, I really watched all these guys play.
Family, we literally watched.
I'm looking at this list. I'm like, damn, wasn't this just like 5 years ago? Holy shit! Damn.
Yo, we literally watched the whole entire career of all these players, bro. I remember when Eli Manning got drafted. Like I remember.
That's what I'm saying. He got with the whole trade situation and all that stuff.
Yeah,
bro.
Like I clearly remember when some of these people
Jari
got
Evans,
drafted.
like he went to Frankfurt High School, like here in Philly, bro. Like, like come on, bro. Damn, this dude about to get in the Hall of Fame. Oh man, my birthday next month too. Oh my god. Slow down. Slow these days down. Shit.
Okay, so Tone kind of answered the question. The tire said, that's the only color that Ken had for the jacket tire. I was telling him he need more flavors. I ain't want that ish. Okay.
Not blue. you gonna get your
you want to be navy blue
one now. He gonna be all happy to give it to Tone. It'll be like a surprise. Be like, Tone, I finally got you, son. Oh shit, I know you no longer a Dallas Cowboys fan no more.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. We are done. Good luck, Mr. Eric Allen. And this whole entire list of finalists. Good luck to all of y'all, man. Every single one of y'all is deserving to be on this list, man. Every single one of y'all. So we thank y'all for y'all football services and y'all years in there. Congratulations in advance to all the ones that made it. That's going to make it in. I know they're going to probably announce that this week, if I'm correct, or like right before the actual Super Bowl itself. So we get to actually see them on stage at the Super Bowl. But Tone said I'll still rock the blue jacket for sure. It was like royal blue. Navy blue would probably drive you crazy, but it's all good. But Cowboys got like 5 different color blues. So, one jersey got royal blue, with the helmet got navy blue, and on the sleeve is like another color blue. Things just confused. Anyway, as you can tell, I'm not a fan. Anyway, let's go ahead and get ready to close this thing out. Thank y'all, as always, for tuning in, for being part of the show, for being there with us as we went along and had a good old discussion about what just transpired officially in this championship weekend. And we made it to the chip. We made it to the bowl. We made it to the bowl. I'm going to shut this thing down, Joel. What you guys?
Hey, listen, so first I want to thank everybody that made it out to Dimensions for our event. 7-0 at Dimensions, GNT Sports Talk, hosting a live podcast there. 7-0. That's all I got to say from that standpoint. But thank you guys for coming out, showing love, watching the game with us as usual. And listen, man, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the content. And if there's anything that you would like to see or go over, just send us the info, what you want to see, what you want to talk about. Let us know. But as you know, until Super Bowl Sunday, our gang checking out, baby.
Look, at Dimensions, G&T Sports Talk, we was about 50 deep, and I'm not exaggerating. We loaded up Dimensions to watch the Eagles versus Washington. It was a great time. The only thing that was missing was
and it was split up a little bit too, man. I mean, I try to tell everybody. We try to tell you guys. We warned you. Last week's show, I went on live with Juan. I went on live right before the place even opened. There was 30 people outside standing there waiting to get in. And it was a situation in there, man. I mean, man, it was a lot of people. A lot of people reserved tables. A lot of people didn't reserve tables. They was trying to get in when they fit in. And man, it was great. It was a great night. But look, man, I mean that can't happen unless you guys pull up and like Larry said. I mean, man, I had like about 15, 20 people pull up for myself. Then we had our regular people that show up, and then Larry had his family and people show up that he knows. And it's only going to continue to get better and better as we plan these events. And it's not stopping on Super Bowl Sunday when we have these events, but we're going to have these other events that we have that really have great meaning behind it. So I know Tone talked about it a little bit, that basketball 3-on-3 tournament. But we're going to work with the foundation and put together something for everyone that to be part of. And some giving back to the community and raising awareness on certain things. So stay tuned. And this is what we're going to do. We're not like every other podcast that, are doing certain things and stuff like that only for the strength of them. We're going to do some things like that as well. So stay tapped in.
Absolutely. Hey, look, I'm going to make this, my exit a little bit simpler and sweet. Look, there's a lot going on when it comes to my family and everything on my end. 2025 has been rough already. I lost a number of family members already this year, and yes, I know it's January. But the last loss that we just had as a family is my grandmother. My grandmother just passed away. Now, granted, my grandmother reached the beautiful age of 99. 99 years old she reached. But with that being said, my grandmother gave me 99 years of wisdom and just good talking and prayers and everything. So this week has been very, very hurtful for me personally, even though I try to smile through my pain at all times. It's just what I do. But it's been rough. But the biggest thing for me was for me to just be reminded of the importance of every single one that you deal with, that you talk to, that you engage with. Let's not discount the importance of you. So I thank every single one of y'all that I get a chance to talk to, that I interact with, my brothers. I appreciate and love every single one of y'all. Y'all allow for this individual to actually make it through pains and circumstances. So I thank y'all so much, seriously, for always being there for me and being there with me. All my brothers, from my G&T Sports Talk crew to my G&T Geek Talk crew to my regular family, my coworkers, everybody. I appreciate every single one of y'all for y'all thoughts, your prayers, and just thinking about me. So I appreciate y'all. And once again, let's not discount the importance of us getting together and us being together and us having fun together, because you never know when it may be the last time. So God bless every single one of y'all. I look forward to what's upcoming next. We have a lot of things in store for y'all, and we can't wait to go ahead and reveal everything. So until then, God bless you all. Be safe. Peace.
Yeah, absolutely. You got some shit you're gonna worry about, but you gotta check yourself. You're either gonna pray or you're gonna worry. You can't do both. God got it. God know I work too.
Last year we got hit with it worse. Headed to the one start, then our season just got put in the hearse. But I feel like it's a gift and a curse. We learn from it, and we don't stay stuck on that page. We turn from it. Lost Kelsey, but they stop Rocky something. Put your corner right on ice, so Smitty hockey something. This and white right up the middle, better block or something. All my birds come correct, know they ready to battle. Stole Saquon from New York, took a bite of they apple. AJ for the slant, so be ready to tackle. They call him Swole Batman, cause he ready to get at you. Lost cops, but it's Carter time. Jordan Davis, Huff Sweat, name a better line. I got Slay for a pick for the money line. CJ back on the squad, he came just in time. And I ain't even mentioned Dallas, he's so underrated. Ain't got watch Jake kicking, cause I know he made it. Stone Coop out the draft, and I know they hate it. And D was hearing all that noise, he gon' situate it. Fill it down on tough skin, you shouldn't play for it. Jalen Hurts, the realest in it, think he made for it. And ain't no phone under pressure, my boy crave for it. And you can name anybody, wouldn't trade for it. Cold as ice and don't never show his hand. So he